Hey, good morning. Welcome to today's morning meeting. I'm Greg Luther, the one guy that meets with you every single day to help you in growing your real estate business, attracting more buyers and sellers, and ultimately making a lot more money. We've got a cool topic today. We're going to talk a little bit about really what's the best sales letter that's working to generate sellers in today's market. Now, obviously, as an Inner Circle coaching member, the number one offer that you have is you can get access to unlisted and pre-market homes that nobody else knows about. That's a big, big plus when you're dealing with buyers that are interested in buying a home in your area, or if you're trying to attract buyers that are interested in buying in your area, they're not going to go with you because you represent them. They're not going to go with you because you've known the area for a long time or because you are a good negotiator or any of that. They're going to go with you because you can get access to homes that nobody else can find for them and they can't find themselves on the internet. So that offer that we have, that perfect home finder offer, that is attracting buyers like crazy. Now, the key is once I get that buyer and he says or she says, I want to live between 550 and 600,000 on the northeast side of town, and it's got to be a 2-story and it's got to be in this school district. How do you find that house? That's where that magic sales letter comes in, what we call the James letter. Many of you know, as an Inner Circle member, we have the Chris letter and the James letter. The James letter gets a much, much higher response rate. Both are good. We use them in conjunction with each other, but both are very good. The key factor being, if you are to mail this out, say to a neighborhood, maybe there's 500 homes or there's 700 homes in there, you'll likely get, the average we find is 5 to 7 sellers, right? 1 for every 100. So 5 to 7 sellers say, hey, you got a buyer that's interested. I watched the video. I read the letter. I'm interested in selling my property here. Now, I got a couple of things. I've got this issue and this issue and this issue. Number one being they need to find a place to live, right? Number two being they got to make sure they get the price that they want. So you work all of that stuff out in advance before you have the buyer go look at that property. But the key factor for you here is to make sure you implement this the right way. I want to make sure you go about this the right way and you handle the calls the right way. Now, when you look at the difference between our Chris letter and our James letter, the biggest difference is we're conquering objections before they come up. So when you send a sales message to anyone, they automatically are going to have objections. Well, this sounds like a scam. This probably just a ploy to list my house. They probably don't have a real buyer, all of those factors. With the James letter, we address all of those issues. So it kind of calms their mindset on all the reasons this isn't going to work for them, gets them curious about wanting to make a call. So the advantage you have is you're sending mailers, but then you have incoming calls. You're not chasing people. They call you. I got your message. I read the letter. I watched the video, and I'm very interested in learning more. That's the kind of pre-converted lead we like to work with. So I want you to start utilizing that to a very high level. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, I want to use that, but I don't have any buyers yet. Well, you can go get buyers by offering the perfect home finder. You can do that for free on Facebook Marketplace. You got to know what to do. You got to know what to say. You got to know how to respond to them. They can only reply to you on Messenger. So you got to know how to reply to them to turn that into a face-to-face appointment. But that's what training is about. What you don't want to do is sit there selling homes to your past clients' sphere of influence, friends, and family. That's going to get you 12 to 15 closings a month. There's nothing wrong with doing that, but it's that much money. Instead of it being 90% of your business, I want those 12 to 15 closings to be 10% of your business. Keep doing the same amount of volume, but do other transactions from new people that you pick up. We're going to pick them up through marketing. So if you are advertising the right way for Perfect Home Finder, which is to say, contact me, I can get you access to homes that match exactly what you're looking for. None of them are on the open market. None of them are available on the internet. And then once you get that buyer, you say, okay, my marketing team's going to go to work. Tell me what area, tell me what price range. We're going to go get them for you. The advantage is you get, let's say, 5 to 7 responses. That buyer can only buy one. So 4 to 6 of those responses are going to be potential listings for you because James, or whoever your buyer is, did not buy that individual property. However, you did meet with the seller. You went through the home. You determined price and you determined commission before James even looked at the house. So you've got all of that worked out, whether that guy or gal buys the house or not. But the key is, you can't be sitting at home waiting on something to happen. Or saying, well, what if it doesn't work? Well, what if it does work? What if you actually buy a roll of stamps and you get a listing out of it? How many rolls of stamps do you want to buy? You got to do something. It certainly beats sitting there watching TV all day. So you got to do something from a marketing perspective to get more people to know who you are. Your sphere of influence is important. The people that know you, like you, and trust you is very important, but it's no good if it's 173 people. It needs to be thousands of people so that you're picking up a lot more business. When you look at those top producers in your area that have been selling for 20 and 30 years, and they just have so many people that they've worked with over the years that it comes to them now, that's because they built their sphere. But it shouldn't take you 30 years. It should take you 30 days. Marketing replaces a lot of those issues. So time can be sped up as far as building a successful book of business if you've got your marketing going out the right way. So everything that we teach with Inner Circle, we did a coaching call, and you can go onto the member site there, and I don't know, it's maybe 2 months ago, you'll see on there where we were talking about the James letter, how well that's working, and all the agents talking about how many listings they're getting from it, how many double-sided deals they're getting from it. Remember, this is not a pocket listing, right? This is not something you're hiding from the MLS. The seller doesn't agree to list with you. He agrees to sell it to James. So the commission agreement that you get at 6% or 7% or whatever you charge, if James is to buy it, that's the same as a FSBO agreement, right? This is not a listing that you're hiding from the MLS. The guy doesn't agree to list with you. He agrees to sell to your buyer, James, and pay you whatever fee you charge if that works out. If it doesn't work out, then you talk to him about listing. Then you can put it on the MLS. But I'm sure you know a lot of the best properties are sold before they ever hit the MLS these days. Professional home buyers are buying homes like crazy that never go on the MLS. They're going direct. Open Door, Zillow was, but they put their foot in their mouth, right? All of these companies that were buying homes for cash, they're not putting those on the MLS and then buying them. They're doing them direct. That's what our buyers can do as well. You are a marketing specialist that also has a real estate license. Yes, you can help them. Yes, you can represent them. But what they want from you is access. They want to get homes they can't find on their own. And that's what you want to make sure you're marketing here. So hopefully that's helpful for you today. A couple of things. Number one, make sure you are following our YouTube page. We just put this over on this platform here. It's certainly helping with building our own list, building our list of agents that we're representing here. We've got thousands of agents involved with us at all different levels. We're always trying to grow that because it builds your referrals as well. So follow the YouTube channel and make sure you ring that bell. But most importantly, get your marketing out. The only reason you're in this business is to help as many families as possible and do a really good job for them. That can happen at a much higher level if you have your marketing going out the right way. It's a good message. You know how to convert them the right way, and you're actually going out on appointments every day. If you're not going out on appointments, you're licensed but not practicing. You occasionally have clients, 1 to 3 a month, and it's not really getting you where you want to be. We all know we're getting older. We got to have a serious retirement account. If you retire at 70 years old, you got 25 years left with no income. Please don't get old and then try to figure it out. It is so important to me to make sure that agents are making a gross amount more than they need to make right now, so that as they do start to, another year ticks by, a year ticks by, as that starts to happen, they feel like they're in a better position and they're going to be okay. They're not going to outlive their money. The higher ups tell us now that a whole bunch of people are going to live to 3 digits because of medical advancements and that type of thing. How many of you say, please don't let me live to 3 digits? But you got to plan on 95. And COVID was a big eye opener because a lot of agents couldn't go 3 or 4 months without income. How are they going to go decades without income? That's what we do with Greg Luther Inner Circle. If you're involved with me, if I'm coaching you, we're making damn sure that you're closing as much business as possible. So make sure you're implementing at a high level. I'm honored to have you on board. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know. You can always reach us at gregluthercoaching.com, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.